What's up? Welcome back to Race 164. We got ourselves a Friday night double header, dude. 2 main events. Let's go. Vroom. Welcome back to Race 164, the show where we race toy cars and pretend like it's a big deal. This is day 3 of our exclusive coverage of the 2024 Father's Day Showdown. Let's meet the drivers for heat number 1. We drew the names at the end of the last video. It's Ron Williams on the inside lane in the Porsche 944 Turbo versus Kyle Slater in the big old Dodge van. All right, here they come, heat number 1. The van takes the lead into turn 1, but they're still going. Man, that Porsche has some power if it can push a van on its side. Man, those steep banks claim another car. The van, a little too top heavy maybe for the speedway, but we're gonna change lanes and run them again, see what happens here. But yeah, I'm impressed that Porsche could push a van like that far. All right, it's heat number 1, take 2. Here they come. The van on the inside this time. Oh no! This time the Porsche. Oh, wow. So much just happened. This time the Porsche flipped over in turn 1, and then the van pulled a 360 on the home stretch. That was pretty sweet. Let's watch it again. Double wall tap 360 on the home stretch. That's a new high as far as style points on the home stretch. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, the Porsche rolled over in turn 1. And I don't know how to handle this because, Ron kept it on 4 wheels during the first attempt. And then we ran it back and this time he flipped. And so it's a weird rule. I need to tweak it a little bit. Let me know what you think. If somebody rolls in the first heat, do they even deserve another shot? Like, that's a pretty bad wreck. If you put a car on its side or on its roof, it's pretty tough to come back from that, and run another race right away. In the real world, which we are not really racing in. Controversy or not, we're locked into that rule format for now. So Kyle Slater takes the heat win, and he's moving on to tonight's first main event. Okay, let's meet the drivers for heat number 2. Let's take this one. Who have we got? Starting on the inside lane, Josh Carlson. And racing against Josh on the outside, Daniel Zylstra. Josh is driving this 1968 Ford Mustang GT. One of the most beautiful cars ever built, as far as I'm concerned. And Daniel Zylstra is in this 2006 Dodge Viper. All right, heat number 2, here they come. The Mustang takes the lead into turn 1, leads down the backstretch, and right across the finish line. Here it comes. Daniel in the Viper, a bit slower. Still managed to finish though, which we know on this track is a win in and of itself. But Josh Carlson takes a nice clean win, and he's moving on to the main event. Takes the lead into turn 1, leads down the backstretch, and pretty much a picture-perfect lap there by Josh Carlson. Nice and clean, didn't bounce off the walls too much, just drove it, man, just drove it. And it was a clean lap from Daniel too, just the Viper couldn't keep up to the old Mustang. All right, let's assign the lanes for main event number 1. We've got a 2 for Kyle, and a 6 for Josh. So the Mustang is going to take the inside lane, and the van is going to take the outside. All right, main event number 1. Let's see if the van can handle the outside lane this time. Yes, it can. Josh might be gaining, but oh no. The Mustang spun out on the home stretch. Kyle Slater takes the main event victory, and he is moving on to the top 16. It's a comeback year for the Dodge van. The Hot Wheels Kart Co. Service and Parts joins The Aston Martin and the BMW up here in the top 16. Solid night from Josh Carlson. We'll see him in the second round of the elimination bracket. All right, let's keep it rolling, dude. It's a doubleheader. Let's meet the drivers for heat number 3. We got Calvin Nicholson taking the inside against Emil Krupka. I left out his initial because I can never remember if it starts with a C or a K. Sorry, Emil. K. It's definitely a K. I'm going to add it to the card right now. Uncle Cal is driving the Pennzoil Pikes Peak Toyota Tacoma, and Emil is in this 1970 Buick GSX. Here they come, heat number 3. The Tacoma leads by a nose into turn 1, pulls away down the backstretch. Uncle Cal takes the win, but a clean lap from Emil in the GSX. He's gonna finish, which is good. I love it when both cars finish the race. That Pikes Peak Tacoma, man. That is a race car and a half, okay? Tough matchup for Emil here in the opening round, but we'll see him again in the elimination bracket. All right, let's meet the drivers for heat number 4. On the inside lane, we've got Lou DiPietro racing against Lou. On the outside, Jamie Dubroy. Lou is driving this 1971 Lamborghini Miura. No idea if I'm saying that right. And Jamie is in this 1967 Pontiac Firebird with no hood because it's way cooler that way. Here we go, heat number 4, Firebird versus Lamborghini, door to door into turn 1, but the Lamborghini holds the lead and hangs on for the win. Nice clean lap from Jamie also, but he was unable to hang with the Lamborghini, and Lou DiPietro is moving on to tonight's second main event. Jamie, we'll see you in the elimination bracket. So main event number 2 is the Pennzoil Tacoma versus the 71 Lambo. Let's assign the lanes. We got a 5 for Uncle Cal and a 5 for Lou. All right, let's try this again. It's a 3 for Uncle Cal and a 2 for Lou. So Uncle Cal's gonna take the inside. Almost forgot, we gotta do tonight's sponsor. I'm thinking for tonight, we throw it back to one of our most popular made-up sponsors from last year. So tonight's doubleheader is brought to you by
fossil fuel! It's still legal!
I added the bald eagle this year. I told him I would last year, but I forgot. So yeah. All right, here we go. Main event number 2. A Pikes Peak Monster and a vintage Lamborghini. It's a close race. It's a close one. But the Pikes Peak Tacoma takes the W in the main event. Uncle Cal moving up to the top 16. Let's watch it back. A Pikes Peak Monster and a vintage Lamborghini. It's a close race. It's a Why'd I call it a Tacoma? It's a Tacoma. Pikes Peak Tacoma.
Tacoma.
That was the worst part of that whole replay, was hearing me say Tacoma. That was a nice, clean race, though, I gotta say. Fun to watch, door to door into turn 1. Just a couple of bad units duking it out. The Tacoma moving up to the top 16. Lou, that was a strong showing. We'll see you in the second round of the eliminations. Pikes Peak Pennzoil truck takes the main event win, moving up into the top 16 with these other 3. Just like that, we've got a quarter of our top 16. Brian Whitley, Graham Goche, Kyle Slater, and Calvin Nicholson. Before we wrap things up, let's meet the drivers for Heat 1 next time. So we don't start the video by drawing names out of a hat. We got Dawson Susie versus Justin Roberts. Oh, I want to race that one right now as bad as you do, but we gotta wait, okay? That's next time. So thanks so much for watching. If your dad didn't win today, that's okay. He's already a winner because he's got you. Thank you so much for watching. Jesus loves you and so do I, and I'll see you next time right here on Race 164. Vroom!